All right, we're gonna call to order the Board of Zoning Appeals. First off, can I get approval of the minutes of the previous meeting?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Now I'll get a motion that proof of publication is made a matter of record.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Granted. Okay, affidavits for applicant's petition is made a matter of record.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
And is that for all applicants?
Yes.
Is that for Mischlu's and for Kahnemann's?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, first up, we got Cherish
Mischlu.
Mishlu. You here? Yep. Come on up, have a seat.
Is that the right pronunciation?
Mischlu.
Michelle, there you go.
If you could turn that microphone towards you, I guess it doesn't pick up real well. So, Cherish Mishlu of 125 South 7th Street, Decatur, Indiana 46733 is requesting a 3-foot variance for a 5-foot side yard setback on the north property line, referred to City Code 150.071. Minimum side yard. A, principal and accessory buildings shall have a side yard of no less than 8 feet. State your name and address and stuff for the record, please.
Cherish Mishlo, 125 South 7th Street, Decatur, Indiana.
Okay. What do we want to do?
We want to build a garage. And our current garage doesn't meet the current building codes. So, not even with the variance that I'm requesting, but it's going to come down. So we're wanting to have the variance, so we'll have 5 foot on the north side. It'll be 5 foot on the east side, and then 7 foot on the south side.
It's filling the lot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So, do I have any questions from the board?
How close is the existing garage that's going to be torn down?
Right now, to the north, the existing garage to the north is 3 foot, and then to the east it's 2 foot.
Okay. 3 foot and 2 foot to the property line?
To the
Yes.
property line.
Okay.
So this will actually
So this will actually
be farther
scoot it
away.
in.
So,
It'll push her into the.
yeah, it'll push
Okay.
to the south 2 feet, and it'll push to the west 3 feet to meet bare minimum code of the state of Indiana.
Fire code, we're good.
Fire code is exactly 5 feet, so she's not going to be allowed to have any overhangs on the north or to the east.
Okay.
Anything that projects out past that has to be 1-hour fire construction.
Well, board got any other questions?
And whoever's building that knows that.
Huh?
Whoever's building that knows that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And we're gonna go over that again before we start. And the
Okay.
1 foot that I'm requesting on the south side is because we are gonna have a 12-inch overhang on the front of the garage where the garage door is.
Okay.
So the building itself will actually be 8 feet off, but the overhang will take up that 1 foot that I requested the variance on.
Yep.
Anything else from the board?
I know we're talking, but we've got 3.
There's 4
no-
variances.
There's 4 total. One's the coverage.
Correct.
Asking all the questions. I'll get them all out, I guess, now on this.
Mm-hmm.
We've reviewed it. There's no sightline issues. Nothing.
No, the only issue we
Thanks.
have is that at the last minute, we were under the impression that the deck that's being shown on here was gonna come to the corner of the house. We had initially went down and talked about a fence being run along the alley, which theoretically, according to our ordinance, you can be right on the side yard property lines, and on the rear yard. I had requested that she move the fence in at least a foot. She had exactly 5 feet from the house to
And that still meets ordinance.
That still meets ordinance,
No deviations.
no deviations there. But once we receive the drawings, then the deck is being shown going clear out to the fence. Normally on a structure, with the exception of a fence, we tend to keep them at least 5 foot back.
Yeah.
But that fire code for the state of Indiana is designed around buildings that are habitable or that store petroleum products that can catch fire. So I guess tonight what we need to do is decide is whether or not she's gonna be allowed to put that deck all the way out to the fence. Like I said, it's not a building, it's a deck,
Mm-hmm.
and we do allow fences to be on the property line.
And you are putting that fence in as part of this project?
Yes.
Okay.
And I am gonna do it at the 4 foot that he recommended.
A
and
foot
leave
off that.
extra foot off between the fence and the driveway or
And
island.
you'd want, keep an extra foot off of that fence?
What's that?
Or keep,
On the outside,
On the
between the fence
outside,
and the
right now,
alley.
the property line falls right on the edge of the alley.
Yeah.
And because it's an alley, I wanted her back a little bit. I told her a minimum of a foot,
yeah,
so that gives her plenty of width back there to store trash cans and everything, which is up in this little alcove area. But like I said, initially, we thought the deck was gonna stop at the corner of the house.
mm-hmm.
How high off the grounds is the deck?
I think it's like 32 inches, cause we have a door off the back of our house that currently, there's nothing there.
Oh,
I think it needs
Well,
a, yeah,
There were steps, but they were like so broken, we had them taped off, and we got them off and we threw them away and locked the back door.
okay.
Kids are pets, so we didn't.
So like where the
But I got
stair,
it.
so like where the stairs are depicted, that's actually,
going down?
it'll go down to the deck level?
So the deck, the stairs are from the deck down along the side of the house to go out towards the front.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
and so the door is actually on,
It's on the back of the house,
okay,
yeah, about there.
okay.
Okay, so part of this, we talked about maybe giving an addendum to approving this of making sure that the fence goes back a foot, part of the approval of this variance.
Well, the fence really isn't an issue. 'Cause
You're talking the deck?
theoretically, She could have the fence right on the edge of the alley.
You're talking the stairs.
It's the deck protruding out to the fence.
To the
Normally, somebody puts a deck in, it doesn't go out past the house, or
Yeah.
it doesn't invade into the setback area. But once again, it's a deck, it's constructed just like the fence would be.
Mm-hmm.
The fence is sunk
Yeah.
into the ground 3 feet, the
Yep.
deck's gonna be the same thing. It's kind of a gray area.
It is. I would agree. I mean, it's, being a fence, it's gonna go right next to the fence, but, I mean, it's not inhabitable. So, and like, if you keep that off, that's fine.
I mean, I wouldn't make this, if it is approved, I wouldn't do it across the board. It would be a case-by-case scenario depending on the lot and what's on the lot.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's worth including within at least one of the variances related to that alley, that in addition to the granting of the variance, that any fence be constructed at least 1 foot inside the property line. And that it was the issue of a deck being built or constructed was brought up, and that it is permissible to allow the the deck to be constructed out to the fence line.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's put that on the lot coverage one. I think that would make more sense. Yeah.
that works.
Yep.
Fair enough. Any more discussion?
I got none.
Okay, on that, the board will hear comments from people in opposition. Is there anybody in opposition? Nope. Now the board will hear comments from people in favor, other than you. Okay. Board's got any final questions?
Nope.
All right. Finding the facts. We'll start with this one.
So just take them one at a time.
Okay, now we'll read the finding of facts. The board must determine that the granting of a variance will not be contrary to the public interest. Applicant has fully demonstrated on the basis of the facts presented a literal enforcement of the provisions of this chapter will result in unnecessary hardship. The spirit of this chapter shall be observed and substantial justice done. In considering all appeals of the variance of this chapter, the board shall first determine that the granting of the variance, yes, agree, no, disagree. Number
Yes. Oh, not done yet. Keep going.
Number one, the granting
Yes,
of the
take it.
variance will not permit any use in any district which would be in conflict with the permitted uses of the district under the terms of this chapter.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4 yes. Number two, it will not impair an adequate supply of light and air to adjacent property.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4 yes. It will not unreasonably increase the congestion in public streets.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4 yes. It will not increase the danger of fire or of the public safety.
Yes.
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 Yes. It will not unreasonably diminish or impair the established property values within the surrounding areas.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. It will not in any other respect impair the public health, comfort, safety, morals, or welfare of the inhabitants of the city.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. It is therefore the decision of the board that the petition for the variance of special exemption is granted or denied.
Granted.
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 Granted. And on that particular one, there's no special exemptions or anything? No. All right. There we go. All right, on to number 2.
That's still you.
That's, yeah,
We
you're,
got
the,
3 more to
We have
go.
to do them
Yeah, you have
individually.
4.
you're there for a while. There you go, Ann. Cherish Mishlu of 125 South 7th Street, Decatur, Indiana 46733 is requesting a 1-foot variance for a 7-foot side yard setback on the south property line. Refer to City Code 150.071, minimum side yard. A, principal and accessory buildings shall have a side yard of no less than 8 feet. Questions from the board?
We've already covered them.
I think so too. Okay, board will hear comments from anybody in opposition. Nobody's in opposition. Board will hear comments from people in favor. Nobody's in favor. Board got any final questions?
No.
Nope.
All right, we'll do the finding of facts. Did I get that back?
I'll take this one.
I'm not done with this yet.
Okay.
Okay. Finding of facts. In considering all appeals and variances of this chapter, the board shall first determine that the granting of the variance. Number 1, the granting of the variance will not permit any use in any district which would be in conflict with the permitted uses of the district under the terms of this chapter.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. It will not impair an adequate supply of light and air to adjacent properties.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. It will not unreasonably increase the congestion in public streets.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. It will not increase the danger of fire or of the public safety.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. It will not unreasonably diminish or impair established property values within the surrounding area.
Yes.
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 4. It will not in any other respect impair the public health, comfort, safety, morals, or welfare of the inhabitants of the city.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. It is therefore the decision of this board that the petition for the variance special exemption granted or denied?
Granted.
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 Granted. Okay, 2 down. Number 3, Cherish Mishlow of 125 South 7th Street, Decatur, Indiana, 46733 is requesting a 5-foot variance for a 5-foot rear yard setback on the east property line, refer to City Code 150.072, minimum rear yard. B, accessory buildings shall have a rear yard of 10 feet. Does the board have questions?
Nope.
Okay, we'll hear comments from anybody in opposition. Nobody's in opposition. Board will hear comments from anybody in favor. Nobody's in favor. Other than you. Final questions from the board?
Nope.
None.
All right, we'll go on to the finding of facts. Do I have to read all this?
No.
Okay. The granting of the variance, number 1, the granting of the variance will not permit any use in any district which would be in conflict with the permitted uses of the district under the terms of the chapter.
Yes.
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 Yes, 4 yeses. It will not impair an adequate supply of light and air to adjacent properties.
Yes.
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 Yes, 4 yeses. It will not unreasonably increase the congestion in public streets.
Yes.
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 Yes, 4 yeses. It will not increase the danger of fire or of the public safety.
Yes.
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 Yes, 4 yeses. It will not unreasonably diminish or impair established property values within the surrounding area.
Yes.
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 4 yeses. It will not in any other respect impair the public health, comfort, safety, morals, or welfare of the inhabitants of the city.
Yes.
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 Yes, 4. Therefore, the decision of this board that the petition for the variance special exemption is granted or denied.
Granted.
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 Granted. No stipulations on that one. Okay. Last one.
Just so you know, the, number 4 has a typo. It should say requesting a 15% variance, not 15. Should be 15% for a 50% lot coverage.
Okay, requesting a 15%
Percent, so it'll go from a,
variance for a 50-foot lot
35%.
coverage. Okay.
yeah, up to 50%.
All right. Okay, so number 4 up. Cherish Mishlow of 125 South 7th Street, Decatur, Indiana, 46733 is requesting a 15% variance for 50% lot coverage. Refer to City Code 150.075, maximum lot coverage. All buildings, including accessory buildings, shall not cover more than 35% of the area of the lot. Questions from the board?
Nope.
Just looking at the neighborhood, it looks like they're not the only one with lot coverage issues.
Pretty much.
Okay, so the board's done with that. Board will hear comments from anybody in opposition. Nobody is in opposition. The board will hear comments from people in favor. Board guy, final questions?
This is the one we're putting the addendum on.
Yes.
Of, we'll allow the deck to be built based on that 1-foot setback. However you want to word that.
Okay.
However you want
He'll
to word
type it
that.
in.
Thank you. Okay, board doesn't have anything else. We'll do the finding of facts. First one, the granting of the variance will not permit any use in any district which would be in conflict with the permitted uses of the district under the terms of this chapter.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. It will not impair an adequate supply of light and air to adjacent property.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. It will not unreasonably increase the congestion in public streets.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. It will not increase the danger of fire or of the public safety.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. It will not unreasonably diminish or impair established property values within the surrounding areas.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. It will not in any other respect impair the public health, comfort, safety, morals, or welfare of the inhabitants of the city.
Yes.
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 Yes, it is therefore the decision of this board that the petition for variance, special exemption, is granted or denied.
Granted.
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 Granted. You're good to go unless you can think of something else.
I don't think so, I got how much yard left.
So
Not much
any,
mowing.
the way I have it in my head anyway, that I'll add it to your findings, that any constructed fence will be offset from the property line by a minimum of 1 foot, and any deck constructed from the home may be constructed to the edge of any fence constructed thereon. Okay.
Thank you.
For Chris.
Thanks.
Okay, moving on. Next item up for bid. We've got David Allen and Nancy L. Kahneman of 903 Woodland Court, Cater, Indiana 46733 is requesting a 3-foot variance for a 6-foot front yard fence on Washington Street, referred to City Code 150.323. One, fences not more than 6 feet in height may be located in the required side or rear yard not to exceed 3 feet in height located in any front yard. Okay. You guys are fast. So, for the record, can you state your name and address, please?
David and Nancy Kahneman, 903 Woodland Court.
Okay, well, plead your case.
Okay, so our home sits, would be, yeah, right there. So it's bounded by Woodland Court, Woodridge Court, and Washington Street, and across the way is Woodridge Drive, so his vehicles, so our home sits,
In a hole.
there, yeah. And so as traffic comes off of Woodridge Court and turns there, the headlights are about where you are. And, so we're looking for some relief from those headlights. So we'd like to add a fence, we're doing some landscaping there, we'd like to add a fence, into that landscaping. And it would be about a 55-foot fence across the back of the lot. I think that's 90 feet across the whole lot, but this would, just enough to block that, the light. And we're looking right now at possibly a 4-foot fence is what we'd like to do, which is still needs a variance, but up to 6 foot possibly. I doubt it would be more than 5 foot. I still like to see out.
Yeah.
And, so, but that's the issue that we have with the yard there.
That won't impede any sight lines from the road?
No, because, the right of way from Woodridge Court is way back into here.
Okay.
And then he's gonna be back behind this tree line here. There's no line of sight issues.
Are you coming down Woodridge? You say you are, or just on the back?
So, no, we are not coming down Woodridge, Court. We just want the 55 feet across the back.
Okay.
And the Buckeye pipeline runs under that,
Mm-hmm.
that path there. So we have to stay, we planted one tree there and they were there when, letting us know where we could be
Yeah.
for that. So that's, I think, 25 feet back
Okay.
there. This fence will be even further back than that,
Yep.
so.
That'll look nice, actually.
Yeah.
Board got any more questions?
Nope.
Okay. Now the board will hear comments from people in opposition. Seeing as nobody here is in opposition, the board will hear comments from people in favor. Nobody in favor. Board got any final questions?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, we'll proceed to the finding of facts. There we are. Okay, the board must determine that the granting of a variance will not be contrary to the public interest Applicant has fully demonstrated on the basis of the facts presented, a literal enforcement of the provisions of this chapter will result in unnecessary hardship. The spirit of this chapter shall be observed and substantial justice done. In considering the applications of variances to this chapter, the board shall first determine the granting. Number one, the granting of the variance will not permit any use in any district which would be in conflict with the permitted uses of the district under the terms of this chapter.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. It will not impair an adequate supply of light and air to adjacent properties.
Yes.
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 4 yeses. It will not unreasonably increase congestion in public streets.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. It will not increase the danger of fire or of the public safety.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. It will not unreasonably diminish or impair established property values within the surrounding area.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. It will not in any other respect impair the public health, comfort, safety, morals, or welfare of the inhabitants of the city.
Yes.
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 Yes. 4. Is therefore the decision of the board that the petition for variance, special exemption, be granted or denied?
Granted.
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 Granted. Okay. 1 down.
I'm not sure we need the
Yeah.
second
Do you need the Woodridge?
because we're not bringing a fence down Woodridge.
No, but it's protruding, it has to be, the edge of that
Yeah,
fence has to be
It's
more
going to
than
be.
25 feet from the property line.
Okay.
He's gonna be closer to that property line, 25 feet.
You're here. You might as well get it
Yep.
done.
Right. Yeah, so I think originally we were looking for a, 12-foot variance and a 13-foot
Correct,
setback, is that right?
correct.
Okay. Next up, David Allen and Nancy L. Keeneman of 903 Woodland Court, Decatur, Indiana 46733, is requesting a 3-foot variance for a 6-foot front yard fence on Woodridge Court, referred to the City Code 150.323. Fences not more than 6 feet in height may be located in the required side or rear yard, not to exceed 3 feet in height located in the front yard. Does the board have any questions?
Nope.
I think
Nope.
we covered it.
Nope.
Is there anybody in opposition? Is there anybody in favor? Okay, well then we'll just proceed to the finding of facts. In considering all appeals and variances of this chapter, the board shall first determine that the granting of the variance. Number 1, granting of the variance will not permit any use in any district which would be in conflict with the permitted uses of the district under the terms of this chapter.
Yes.
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 Yes, 4 yeses. It will not impair an adequate supply of light and air to adjacent property.
Yes.
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 Yes, 4 yeses. It will not unreasonably increase the congestion in public streets.
Yes.
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 Yes, 4 yeses. It will not increase the danger of fire or of the public safety.
Yes.
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 Yes, 4 yeses. It will not unreasonably diminish or impair established property values within the surrounding area.
Yes.
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 Yes, 4 yeses. It will not, in any other respect, impair the public health, comfort, safety, morals, or welfare of the inhabitants of the city.
Yes.
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 Yes, 4 yeses. It is therefore the decision of the board that this petition for variance, special exemption, is granted or denied.
Granted.
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 Granted. There you go. Good luck with your fence.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay. Yes.
Do they need a variance for their front yard setback?
Both of those were for
Because both of
height.
these were for fence height.
Yeah, that's what this, yeah, that was the whole idea, running the 6-foot fence in a front yard, kinda like what we did for,
I know, but they didn't, are they are they ending the
it was
fence
a-
line
it
in?
was a 12-foot
You see the agenda.
So that's center rear.
These are both of what we just did related to, because they have two front yards, being on Woodridge Court and Washington Street. And that would limit the fence height to 3 foot. So they've been given fence height variances for each of their front yards, but they did not obtain the variance for the setback from the middle of the road. So they're going to be, that fence is going to be,
Too close?
In this
They're gonna
situation,
be-
it would be from the property line.
from the
not
property line
center,
from,
from
okay,
the property line back.
because
not
it's
from
not
the
a
center of the
structure.
road. Correct.
Okay,
It would be from the property line.
then we're good. Alright,
This is you. This is me. Okay. Next up on the agenda, Seth Huber and Crossroads Investment Group was granted a continuance at the 6/2/26 BZA meeting for the revocation of hearing regarding the special exemption of a laydown yard in an 1-2 zoned district located at 500 North 9th Street, Decatur, Indiana 46733. This revocation hearing is now going to be held at this meeting.
alright. And before that gets started, I'm going to recuse myself and introduce special counsel of the BZA, Bob Aaronman. So he was here for the initial but continued hearing scheduled for June 2nd, so.
Okay, kinda in the dark here. Do they need to introduce or?
If you've already introduced the matter, it's a little bit different because it's
That's what I was thinking.
it's a revocation hearing. So with a revocation hearing, really, we would have the evidence of the notice of the violation go first. So we'd have Mr. Whitty and staff explain the reason why the NOV was sent, the facts behind it, and allow them to go first. That way Mr. Huber is not disproving a violation. So I think we would start with staff and then go to Mr. Huber. I know that's a little different than what you normally do.
You just coach me through it.
Okay.
So as a matter of record, I have, the last 4 BZA meetings starting from back August 16th, 2022, when Don Hall and Sons from Hardwoods came in to get the original special exception. So I wanna make these a matter of record. Okay, to give some history on this is gonna take a bit, trying to make it as fast as possible. August 16th, 2022, Don Hall.
Dan.
Or Don?
It's Dan.
Is it Dan? Okay. Can't even say Don. They appeared before the board to get a special approval to, run a laydown yard in an R2 zoned area. At that point in time, the only contingencies for that approval was the hours of operation from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, with no operations on Saturday or Sunday.
What was that? Sorry, what was the original hours?
Original time was 7 a.m. to 4
Okay.
p.m. Monday through Friday, no weekends, no Saturdays or Sundays. On December 2023, the Building and Zoning Department started to receive complaints of loud screeching noises from the laydown yard. On December 27th, the Building and Zoning Department received an email from a neighbor requesting the contingencies of operation for the laydown yard. The email also complained about loud screeching coming from that same address. January 2nd, due to holidays, the department responded to that email 26th, the department received another complaint about the laydown yard working past 4 p.m. The department visited the site at just about right before 4 p.m. and they were actually in the middle of loading the truck and finished loading about 4:10. On February 27th, the department again visited the site on our own recognizances, and we got there about 3:50 p.m. Once again, they were in the middle of loading the semi-trailer. They finished up about 4:20 p.m. At that point, we contacted Mr. Huber again. Mr. Huber stated he had no idea that was happening. He would get with his personnel and take care of the problem. Brings us to April 16th, 2024. The department received another complaint about working after 4 and also received a timestamp picture dated April 12th, 2024. Actually several pictures, and they ranged anywhere from 4:31 p.m. to 5:17 p.m. At that time, we give written notice to Mr. Hall and Mr. Huber to appear before the Board of Zoning Appeals on May 7th, 2024. On April 18th, which was the very next day that letter went out, Mayor Dan Rickard, Brad Rowe, and myself visited the site with Mr. Huber and his employees to better understand the procedures and daily operations. At that time, we had also explained to them, look, this is what we're dealing with. You know, if this continues, there's a good possibility we could revocate special exception. On May 7th, Mr. Huber appeared before the BZA to discuss the noise issues and the hours of operation. At that time, ideas were suggested to help quiet the noise, and Mr. Huber also told he had to confirm, or was also told he had to conform with the hours of operation. On May 29th, 2024, the department received another complaint about hours of operation through an email. The email contained pictures, time-stamped on May 23rd, 2024, with times up to 4:47 p.m. The department contacted Mr. Huber, explained the issue. Mr. Huber stated that he would take care of the issues. On October 1st, 2024, Mr. Huber appeared before the Board of Zoning Appeals to change his hours of operation from 7 to 4 to 8 to 6. Mr. Huber stated he had hired a site manager to try and quiet things down. The board decided to table the meeting until December to see how the new manager would impact the daily operations and see if it would help quiet the noise levels. On January 7th, 2025, Mr. Huber appeared before the BZA stating he wanted to change his hours of operation from 7 to 4. This time it was from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and not 6. At that time, the board asked Mr. Huber if he had worked past 4 at any point since that last meeting, and Mr. Huber stated yes, anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes past. The board asked if he had a cutoff time of loading trucks. Mr. Huber responded, there are no new trucks allowed past 2:30 p.m. Mr. Huber asked if that time would change if his hours changed, and he stated no, and it would allow more time for them to unload the trucks. Mr. Huber was asked if he changed the way they were loading, and he stated yes. Mr. Huber was asked what happens with the trucks that are lined up before 2:30 but are remaining at 2:30 or after. Mr. Huber stated his crew would hustle to get those trucks loaded and out as fast as possible, but this would create more noise. At that time, the board had discussion and approved the new hours of operation and also made it a matter of record that no new trucks that showed up after 2:30 p.m. would be taken in. Over the next several months, the department received several complaints about noise, and each time Mr. Huber was contacted. On June 9th, the department received a time-stamped video showing loading of trucks after 5 p.m. To an approximate time of 5:31. Mr. Huber was issued a letter and final notice of the violation of hours of operation set by the BZA in January. Up to that point, we had had 3 verbal warnings. Over the next several months, the department continued to receive more complaints about noise. over 75. Theoretically, Mr. Huber's lot borders a railroad. The railroad is not zoned, but directly on the other side of the railroad is a residential neighborhood. Even if he was bordering, well, he does border a commercial zone lot to the west, those decibels can't be over 81. We do have some recordings where the decimal ratings were over 81. On May 8th, 2026, 5 time-stamped recordings were sent to the department showing steel being loaded after 5 p.m. The times actually varied from 5:03 to 5:11. On May 12th, 2026, a revocation letter was sent to Mr. Huber to appear before the BZA on June 2nd, which resulted in an extension to tonight's meeting.
Thank you, Kurt.
So I think you would allow Mr. Huber and his lawyer to respond, and then after they are done, then you would open up to the public to have them comment either in favor of the revocation or against it.
And then we would ask questions.
I think, well,
Well, then
probably,
everybody
I think
else-
you can ask questions at any time,
Okay.
even during their presentation.
And
Yeah.
I've got 2 letters to read.
That'd
Do
be-
we do that prior to that?
I would do that after the public has already had chances to
Okay.
speak. Yeah.
All right.
First, thanks, members of the board, for hearing this again 2 weeks later. Again, my name is Ben Bailey, 215 East Barry Street, Barrett McNagny, here on behalf of Decatur Steel Industries. And we're here tonight because the board is being asked, or considering what we understand would be revoking rather the entire special exception for a laydown yard at this property. But the question isn't really whether that exception should exist or not. I mean, as we covered in the history, that exception was granted years ago, and this property has been operating as a laydown yard for years. It's more of a question of how the business is operating at the site and the constraints that are put on it by the hours limitations and the restrictions of the ordinance, like noise. We should be clear that revoking the entire special exception would destroy Decatur Steel Industries at this property. It could not operate, and which is why such a extreme remedy in this case is not appropriate. Decatur Steel employs 6 full-time local residents. It contracts various welders, drivers on a frequent basis. In 2025 alone, it paid approximately $2 million, or a little over $2 million, just to local businesses, contractors, individuals. And that's not counting the approximate 1,000 trucks a year that come to Decatur Steel and contribute to its economy through staying at spending time at restaurants, engaging in local businesses, etc. To the violations themselves regarding hours, Decatur Steel is fully cognizant and aware and acknowledges that hours violations have occurred. To that end, Decatur Steel is fully committed to enforcing with strict adherence the hours violation or the hours limitations of the existing 8 to 5 special exception permit variance. Decatur Steel understands that compliance with those hours is critical. However, the limited instances, again, of going past the hours, the allowed hours, does not, in this case, justify revoking the special exemption, which, again, would destroy the business at the property. Regarding noise, Decatur Steel has been made aware by city officials of noise issues. However, the official notices that were sent were only related to hours, and so we understand that this hearing tonight is by hours and is through the hours issues, not the noise issues, which would be separate. With that said, even though we're talking about hours tonight, not noise, the Decatur Steel is fully prepared to address noise issues going forward and make that part of its compliance efforts. I would also just say that it's not clear that revocation of the entire special exception is the clear, even appropriate remedy in this case for a hearing now, because the recent violation letter and the letter that brought about this hearing was referring to hours only. The most recent approval granted by this board was the change in hours from 7 to 4 to 8 to 5. So if anything, it seems like it would be revoking that approval, not the entire special exception itself. So Decatur Steel, as a proposed path forward, acknowledges that it has worked past 5 p.m. in the past under these new hours. With that said, is aware of that and is open to stricter compliance, designated contact in persons or individuals with the city, or any other sorts of compliance strategies. With me is Seth Huber. If you have any other questions specific to the operations of the business, I direct you to him as well.
What do you plan to do different?
For the hours,
Correct.
just stretch around my guys to not really kill at 5. And over the past year and a half, we've only went over 2 or 3 times in the past year and a half. So we've done fairly about 99% compliant on that part. So we'll just really beat it into 5 o'clock cut off.
There's 5.
5.
Not too far off, but still.
I've got one dated on,
Yeah, it's 5
January
instead, just
29th.
making sure.
I've got one dated on February 27th, one dated on April 16th. Those 3 were verbal, and on May 29th was a written, and then, or no, May 29th was another verbal, and then on June 9th was a written, and then this last one.
Okay.
Revocation.
Yeah, as we understand it, there's been 2 written ones that we would consider like official notices. The other 3 would be informal, verbal. I would just say that the fact that we're here tonight in the context, the setting of a revocation hearing, instills the seriousness of the commitments being made to enforce those hours. That's all I would add on there.
Yeah, I would agree that where we're at, because I think be a little bit more lenient on the hours if the noise went down, and that's driving it all, obviously. We've been in here, this is the 3rd time now of, we're gonna deal with the noise, and that never, hasn't changed. Kevin lives down the street from your shop down there, so I think a lot of it is, that's driving it of, we come in like, you need to do the neoprene, whatever we're gonna do, whether it's cribbage, whatever, but I don't think anything has ever been done over there to kind of bring that aspect to it. And next thing you know, people are gonna be looking if you're, I don't care if it's 3 minutes after, and I get loading trucks and you got them there, it's gotta get done, but,
We've rejected a lot of them.
okay,
We have rejected. We've paid thousands a week in rejections.
yeah, okay.
So it's hurt as well.
But yeah, I think, I would like to hear a little bit more description, other than I'm gonna be a little bit more harder on my guys, of what we're doing, even time-wise and noise-wise.
It's pretty much what you said last meeting.
The noise is definitely the driving factor.
Absolutely.
Correct, I know that,
I know the noises came,
Yeah.
it's noisy time to time, but it has came down over the course. I've parked there for hours and I hardly heard anything.
Unfortunately, the noise
There's noises.
violations can only be resolved with the Board of Works.
Yeah,
Because it's a noise nuisance, it's nothing that can be resolved, that we dealt with in this meeting. But it is a driving factor to push for.
sure, that's,
Anything else that would help quiet the situation
Mhm.
down.
I guess and that's part of the reason why I made sure to reference that we would consider this the hours of operation.
hours is what we're dealing with,
Yes.
yeah. But it is in violation of the I-2, closer with the .18 or .81 decibels as well, so I think that comes into play a little bit. as well, so we gotta look at that, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so I think the noise is a little bit in play, but obviously the deviation comes from the hours. So, I don't know.
I just don't know how many times we cave in.
And eventually there's gotta be some responsibility to it. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's completely taking it away. I love commerce in our city. I think it's great. I don't want to take it away, but like I said, he lives down the street, and there's got to be something that you have to be proactive and say, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm taking care of. And we'll go from there, and then we can see. And we did it last time for 6 months. We came back in 6 months, and not a whole lot changed.
You know, to that end, I would add on that maybe that's the best path forward here, is not to just jump from, because have there been notices and warnings, and some informal, some formal? Yes. Is it then appropriate to jump from, warnings with maybe no tag on effects or requirements all the way to the most extreme remedy under the ordinance? Or is it maybe more appropriate to find some sort of, reporting requirement, some sort of mandated compliance framework that Decatur Steel has to report on going forward, as opposed to just getting rid of the special exception entirely?
Well, I believe the last time we were here, we said things are changing, and we're going to pull it.
Yeah, Kurt, how did it read, the last letter that Ann sent? I think it was pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, on the last time I think Mr. Huber was here, it was, hey, we got to change this, or we're going to pull it.
A year ago, what?
Yeah,
January?
yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere. But,
It's been about a year now.
yeah, he can look it up, but
James, so that probably would have about when the the 85 would have, when the.
yeah, I think that's when it was.
Well, he was given a letter after that.
Okay, so, January 7th, 2025, Board of Zoning Appeals, heard a request to modify operating hours. Attached are copies of the January 7th meeting minutes. According to the Board of Zoning Appeals meeting on January 7th, 2020, hours of operation were modified to 8 to 5 p.m. With the strict instructions to discontinue primary operations of loading, unloading, and movement of steel within your premises no later than 5 p.m. Numerous efforts have been made by the city to work with you to resolve and minimize ongoing noise complaints for working beyond approved hours. Based on new complaints and evidence indicating moving steel well past 5 p.m., most recently on June 9th, 2025, you are in violation of your permitted hours and operation again. This communication serves as your final notice of violation. Should the city receive further evidence of disregarding your company's permitted hours of operation, the City of Decatur Board of Zoning Appeals will be forced to seek all remedies available by law to compel compliance and/or protect the peaceful use and enjoyment of the residents' private property within the city. Your attention and prompt action to comply with the approved hours of operation are expected and appreciated. Should you have any questions, please call the office.
That doesn't sound like a gray area to me. It sounds pretty cut and dry.
I would agree. The only thing I would say is that it's just, threatening and being allowed to, or not allowed to, but making clear that you seek all remedies doesn't necessarily mean that you would seek to, remove the business entirely, or force the business to leave entirely.
I think it pretty much did say that, didn't it?
Just that would be, that it would be available if it's permitted under the ordinance.
Bob?
When you have a zoning approval and you're violating the zoning approval, you have two options. You can go to court and seek an injunction against them, or you can revoke it. And that's the two options available. I would say the fact that you didn't say expressly that you were going to revoke it doesn't mean, I mean, there's only so many options available, so I would agree with you that it's not vague.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just feel like we're chasing our tails.
You want to do the public?
Unless they have anything else to add, I think it's time to open it up for the public hearing.
Okay, board will hear comments limited to 2 minutes per person. Can you keep that for me? The 2 minutes? Yeah,
I can do it.
okay,
I can
thanks.
do it.
So, would anybody in opposition like to get up and say anything? Nope. Okay.
I'll say something.
Okay, thank you. Please state your name and address, please.
You might want to have her come to the microphone
Yeah.
so we can get it.
And turn the mic towards you. It doesn't pick up very well.
I'm Jody Kruger. I visit Decatur. I live in New Haven. I visit Decatur to see family and friends. And it's noisy. It's awful. This is the same old song and dance. They need to go out to the edge of town.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm Yolanda Etzler. I live down on Mix Avenue, and I can hear the screeching from that place on Mix Avenue. So it's not just the residents that live right beside the railroad track or that. It's loud. I would hate it to be in my backyard.
Thanks, Vaughn.
I'm Teresa Simon. I've been here before. I live on 10th Street. I have a bird's eye view straight across. I see the semis come, go. And all truth is not being told. I said that before because we see it every day, but we can't get the evidence every day. And this is all the same song and dance over again. And they are tearing up the city street on 9th Street terribly. And it looks like a junkyard. And I mean, we have Reinhardt's between us, and we hear and see it all over there. And that's all I wanted to say and let you know.
Thank you. Is anybody else in opposition?
I am Karen Portman, and I live right beside it, 715 Indiana Street. Mr. Huber has said that, yes, he thinks that it's gotten better. It has gotten worse. Just yesterday, I have an 85 decibel readings, video of it. I sent that to, I believe, Brad. So that was just yesterday, and today was horrible. And I don't get why. Other than, if they know how to be quiet, then they get in something happens and all of a sudden it's screech and you throw it. It's no way to, I have 2 emails that I sent.
Yep.
So that's really what.
Yeah, I've got
We've
these.
got 'em.
Yeah, we'll read them.
Okay.
Is anybody else in opposition?
Hello everyone, I'm Jill Wimmer. I live actually right beside Karen on 7th Street, 421 North 7th. Personally, I'm not home every day. I'm off on Fridays. I have my grandbabies. The screeching is ridiculous. It's not anything you can get used to, even though we live by a railroad track and we hear trains all the time. My concerns are what it looks like for our city. It looks like a dump around there. There's old rusty parts all around the fence. The fence, most of it is tore down, or the black, whatever that thing is called. I don't even know what it's, the fake fence that's up there. It all looks trashy. And just, it's where we live. There's a few of us in this room that live really close, and it's just ridiculous, and it needs to be cleaned up, and the noise thing needs to stop. It really does. I don't think anyone wants to hear that in their backyard. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That just is that to you, honestly.
Is anybody else in opposition? Okay, do I hear,
Typically, I guess allow the applicant to rebut any of the comments that he heard.
Okay.
should I read these first?
Yeah, read the letters into the record first.
Okay. I've got 2 letters from Karen Poorman. First one, hello, I'm a homeowner on Indiana Street. On behalf of myself and several other neighbors, we send you this in hopes that each of you as board members will help resolve major issues coming from Seth's steel beam yard once and for all. The concerns aren't only about his continuous failure to comply to the special exemption, but also the high frequency noxious noise nuisance that occurs Monday through Friday. The decibel numbers are well over 75 plus. We have plenty of video pics some from inside my house. I work part-time from home, and it is absolutely impossible at times. We also have had Mr. Humer. I had to stop family gatherings and leave our home numerous times. It makes me shake, gives me headaches. It scares you. Mr. Huber has had plenty of chances, warnings, and opportunities, and it's been 3 years. We believe Mr. Huber should be held accountable. To even drive by the lot is not good. We as neighbors and homeowners are asking for your help in stopping this business on Tuesday, June 2nd, with no continuance, etc., until it can be relocated. Thank you. Next one. Hello, I'm writing on behalf of myself and several others concerned residents to formally document our objections regarding the continuous nuisance and ordinance violations occurring at our steel beam lot ran by Mr. Humer. Our primary concern is the high frequency metal-to-metal noise coming from the site. The noise consistently exceeds city noise ordinances and poses a risk of permanent hearing damage to nearby residents due to high frequency noise that goes off Monday through Friday. Unlike lower frequency trains or safety whistles, this specific noise is highly disruptive and prevents residents from a peaceful enjoyment of their properties, along with making work for home duties impossible, shakiness, headaches, and so on. Seemingly, conditions for the special exemption granting to Mr. Huber have not been met in the entire 3 years he has been there. We request that he be held accountable and that the business operations be suspended until a more suitable location is identified. The current state of the lot has negatively impacted the appearance and well-being of our neighborhood. We all believe 3 years of worsening noise levels and other conditions prove undoubtedly that Mr. Huber has failed to comply and has not resolved any of the problems he stated he would, time and time again. Please have all of this read during the hearing and documented. Thank you for your time. Best regards, Karen Pullman.
Are you gonna allow them to have
Yeah.
a chance to
You
rebut?
guys want to rebut that?
Sure, I'll just say just a little more. I'll be brief, just to close. The only thing I would say additionally at this point is, again, reinforcing this is over $2 million a year to the Decatur economy. There's six full-time jobs along with other contractors who are being employed regularly by Decatur Steel at this property. And if nothing else, with all the concerns and considerations, fully recognize that this is not the first time we've been here in this context addressing these issues. What I said earlier, the fact that we are here tonight at a revocation hearing, if nothing else, will drive home the severity of this board and these requirements now. Here we are with the special exception on the line. That's never been on the table for in previous settings for this issue. It is now. The seriousness has been conveyed. Decatur Steel has the message, and it would ask for just the board's permission to try one more time to live up, with the express understanding that, you know, here we are now with it on the line. If we come back, there's not an argument to be had. With documented evidence of continued violations, you know, Decatur Steel would be understanding of the board's decision at that point. That's all I would say further.
Okay.
I guess, understood, what you're trying to get across, I get it. Again, we're talking just time violations, correct?
Correct.
And obviously with what you've heard, everything is about the noise. So again, if it quiets down, even if we proceed that direction, if it quiets down, I think people are a little bit more understanding. I don't know what these guys are thinking, but yeah, I would like to hear something of, this is what we're planning to do. I get the seriousness of it that you're looking at now. But I thought we were pretty clear the last time of, hey, get it together. We're not going to go through this again. So that's where I'm a little frustrated of, well, now it's serious because we're going to take it away. That's what we've been saying for a couple of years. So that's I don't know what I'm going to do. But that's kind of what we've looked at options. Like I said, the neoprene, the cribbage, and all that. I don't know if you're planning to do some of that stuff.
We tried that. Now we got some of the old stacks out in the past couple months and that stuff too.
Okay.
That's what's been the escalating. I gave them a heads up. That's when it escalated.
Okay. What do you mean by the old stacks?
It's sitting there for almost 2 years, so it's just compressed and they were jamming in to get in between them.
Okay.
So, but it does get noisy time to time. I've tried straps, the neoprene. I've tried different things.
Bottom line is, on our end, what we're seeing, the time issue really wouldn't be an issue.
Correct.
If it wasn't with the noise. The noise is the determining factor for driving this whole thing.
Yeah.
If the noise was not there, I don't think anybody would really care if they worked 10 minutes over or 15 minutes over. It's just the noise. The noise has gotta go.
Yeah, and this is your first meeting, but Seth's been here quite a few times, and he knows the severity of this. And he's well aware of it. It's not like this just got dropped in his lap.
Sure, yeah, and I guess, but just going back then, since in this context, we're just talking about hours, with understanding that the noise is driving the issue.
Yeah.
I would argue that makes, again, revoking the entire special exception a little bit less appropriate here, since the driving factor isn't something that's being considered by this board.
So does the noise come into fact if you're over that decibel level on the ordinance?
It would have to be something that would be addressed by the Board of Works. It's not a zoning ordinance, it's just a municipal ordinance. But I think that's the point, is when you go over your hours of operation,
Yeah.
the noise of doing that past kind of goes hand in hand.
Sure.
So, are you revoking it because of noise? No, you're revoking it, or if you were to revoke it, because they're violating a condition of approval, and the noise kind of would fit into that.
Okay.
You want to close the public hearing?
And
Anybody in favor?
yeah, in favor.
Okay,
We
yeah.
don't need an opposition.
Oh, I thought we just.
I thought I did do that
I thought we got everybody. But
when I read the.
Okay. Is anybody in favor? I guess ask if anybody's in.
Is anybody in favor want to speak? No? Okay. Board got any final questions? I'm assuming I go that direction.
Yep. If you want to close the public hearing at this point.
Okay.
I make a motion, we close the public hearing.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Granted.
So I guess I'm gonna let you discuss among yourselves. If you're looking for options, I can give you a couple. I mean, I've handled a couple of these in Allen County before, usually dealing with Amish businesses that are up in a rural area. But I guess I'm gonna kind of see where you're going, or if you're looking for options other than just voting on revocation tonight, I could probably give you some options you could consider.
I would like to discuss it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
So what
Okay,
I,
no.
what I'm hearing is that if, you know, we don't really have a plan of what we're going to do, but they're saying they understand the seriousness of this. So under Indiana law, technically, the Board of Zoning Appeals is to make a decision on the same evening or the same day it has the public hearing.
Okay.
The exception to that is if you continue the public hearing. And if, before you make your decision, if you want to see if the seriousness has really carried over, you could continue your public hearing and say, we will keep the public hearing open and see if there are any hours violations between now and that date, which would be presented by Mr. Whitty. Mr. Huber could come in and rebut whatever was presented. That would be one option. It wouldn't be closing the matter. What you would be saying is that the matter is still pending. You said you're gonna do better, and we're gonna give you an opportunity, rather than saying, okay, we're gonna end the revocation, and then you find out in a month there's violations. We got to send a new notice. We got to schedule a new hearing. So I've seen that before. If that's something you're gonna, but I'm just throwing that out as an option, or you can discuss among yourselves and decide whether to vote tonight. That's up to you.
So if we wanted to, we could vote on saying, I want 2 weeks.
You could,
to the next BZA meeting where we can discuss amongst ourselves.
You would move to continue the public hearing and to a date, and again, everything that's been said, everything that's been put in is still in the record, and you would see whether or not there are still violations even after the hearing that you've had. I'm just throwing that out.
Well, we're allowed to discuss together the board out of here?
No.
Okay.
You
that's
would
what I was-
continue a public hearing.
Okay.
You would,
that's-
so
that's
whatever,
where I was going
yeah,
with
you would
that.
continue it and say, okay, we're gonna continue this public hearing until you pick a date. We wanna pick 2 weeks, you wanna pick a month, whatever, and say, you said you're gonna address it. And then we establish the public hearing, they're aware of it, we're aware of it, Kurt issues the public notice. When it's next on your agenda, we have Mr. Whitty present any evidence, whether there's been any evidence of further noise or further evidence of hours violations.
Yeah.
And then at that point, you make your decision.
Okay.
If that's something you're interested in proceeding.
Because even if we did that and said there's no time or hour violations, we could still go back and say, look, we can still revoke it, not based on
Correct.
new evidence
Okay.
or anything like that.
Correct.
Yeah, we're just continuing where we were.
You're continuing it, and you're seeing, but yeah, the fact that if there weren't any in those 2 weeks, and you know, based on the evidence that you've heard this evening, that's how you want to make your decision. That's fine.
I mean, what do you think? And basically, just pick off if we want to revoke it, we still can then.
Sure.
And just see how it goes.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think are we still allowed to talk to him? Is this still on the record, or is that all over?
No, this is still on the right. Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay. So if we do that,
I'm
maybe
good
you're
with
thinking
that. I
2
mean,
weeks?
I guess whenever the next meeting would be.
What's every 2 weeks, right? Never the 2. We got anything on the agenda?
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Certainly.
I would suggest a slightly longer period of time, not because you're being more lenient, but my experience with these things is that, yes, the revocation hearing is immediate and in 2 weeks. Are they going to still have that same urgency in 4 weeks or 6 weeks? I'm just throwing, I know it sounds like, oh, gee, we're giving him more time.
Sure, I get it.
But it also gives more of an opportunity to see whether there's a real change in the
Everything.
operation.
Yeah.
So what I would suggest at least 4 weeks, maybe up to 6 weeks to continue the public hearing, if that's what you're inclined to do.
I would vote for 4 weeks personally. I mean, I think
Okay.
2 might be cut it close, 6 is too long.
Okay.
That's my vote.
You like that, Kevin?
Yeah.
You all right?
So can I?
Make a motion.
Make a motion to continue.
That would be my.
What is it, a continuance?
A motion to continue the public hearing
For a month.
until, what would be your July?
July
Seventh or 14th.
or the 21st.
It'd probably be the 21st.
The only difficulty with the 21st is I'm on vacation.
You can come back.
Yeah.
So, what would be the one before the 21st?
That's only 2 weeks. That's
Or you could, and the one after the 21st is the 4th?
It'll be August 4th.
I could do August 4th.
That's about the only option we have, isn't it?
Yeah.
about the only option we
Yeah.
Okay, so can I get a motion to continue this till August 4th?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion granted.
And just, the public hearing is gonna be continued.
Sure.
So, I'm sure Ann tells you this all the time, since there's gonna be a continued public hearing, don't talk to anybody
Yep.
about it, because it's still under, your decision.
Yep.
Okay.
So we'll just move it to then. So I guess you see what we're putting down here, right?
Yep, with you.
Yeah. So we'll give you we're gonna give you a little bit of string here. So let's move. Because again, we don't want it to go away. We like what you're doing. There's a lot of business. We want to keep commerce moving, and so yeah, just let's get it together.
Thank you. And will we receive like again, just a notice of the official date for that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, on that, do we have any old business?
No,
New business?
new business, Cody Rydell, coming wants to come
Thank you.
in on,
Thanks.
July 7th for a home occupation for a machine shop, 621 North 10th Street. And then we have Mason Burkholder looking for 3 variances at 618 Madison Street. He's redoing a garage.
Basically,
This one's
just
gonna get kinda goofy because he will be 6 inches off his property line.
Is it-
He will have to do 1 hour fire construction on that garage.
isn't there one already located there?
Yeah,
He's just
but
turn it down and
he's adding on to
Yeah.
it, totally redoing it, so it's considered new construction, so he's gotta bring it up to code.
What was the address on that one?
618
Madison.
Street.
yeah. Thank you.
Okay, if that's the end of the new business, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I will make a motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Motion granted.